Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I brought the Vogue article about if having a boyfriend is now embarrassing. So we heard from the actual writer of the article. We heard from her. So now we're going to be hearing from other people, especially the men, what their thought on it, because it's about the men. So this one is Tell the Bees. Let's hear what it's got to say.
Viral British Vogue article is having a boyfriend embarrassing right now. Shout out to the author, Shantae Joseph, who linked to my Substack and said that it was one of her favorite Substacks. Thank you so much. So in case you missed it, last year I did this piece called Boyfriend Land over on Substack. Basically, I did like a very, very qualitative noticing where I was on TikTok for a couple of years and I noticed that every single week there is a new trend for women and gay guys to show off their boyfriends, right? And then I sort of talked about this again last month where I was like, no, the boyfriend people are very powerful and they're very, very litigious. They're very angry. Because if you are on this app, then you notice every single week there is a new, right now it's all of that just to marry the guy who, and like, it was the baby picture trend, it was the my boyfriend does this trend, it was the like, look at his clothes, basically so many trends of just girls and gay guys being like, look at my boyfriend, look at my man, look at my man, my man, my man, he's so cute, he's so smart, he's so funny. It is exhausting. And in my piece, I said, as someone with a master's in sociology, this is what we are trained to observe, right? What does society prize? What does society tell us to prize, right? If you grow up in a society that tells you having a boyfriend is important, having a boyfriend is the most important thing you can do, always post your boyfriend, my man, my man, my man, then it stands to reason that a lot of us are sort of brainwashed by this logic. Ergo, a lot of people are obsessed with their boyfriends. This piece was really interesting because it is very excellent journalism. Go read it. I'm not going to post screenshots for you. Go read it. There's no paywall, so go read it. Shantae Joseph actually talked to a bunch of women and asked them, why do you not post your boyfriend, and is having a boyfriend embarrassing? And a lot of them were like, yes, it is weird. Like, I lose followers if I post my boyfriend. People think that I'm lame. People think that I'm a Republican. People think that I'm normie, right? Like, this idea is very sort of conservative coded that, like, if you are always posting your boyfriend, it is what it is. It is obviously like a big part of your life, and you're saying, I love this person a lot and I want to share them with the world. But again, like I said, in sociology, you look at what a society is trained to prize. And if your man is both the prize and what you prize, why don't men post you? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I said in Boyfriend Land. I was like, I'm not attacking the girl.
But can we be honest with ourselves? And that's where the problem for me, what I see, because whether we like it or not, there's no how we're going to pan it. Men and women are different. How many men have you had or seen sitting, discussing, talking about their favorite Nike shoes or talking about their favorite, belt, their favorite clothes? How many men have you seen doing that? That is what we women do because that stuff like that gives us joy. That's how we are wired. So you can't expect the same thing from a man that a woman would do. It's easy for women to come on here, we want to share everything. Even if we find a favorite lipstick, we want to share about it. So there's no way we'll find a favorite part of us, which is, a partner that will not want to share. That is the way women are. So you will not expect the same from men. So, and that's where the problem is. The problem for me, I see from all this is when we started comparing ourselves. So why is it that it's only women are doing this? Why can't a man do this? Why should a man do it? Men are not wired the same way. A man can be silent from morning in 2 hours, not say anything, and he's okay. But it will be hard for a woman to be silent for 2 hours and not say anything. I don't know if you guys are getting where I'm coming from. So we are not the same. We are not the same. The day we accept it, which I know is not going to happen because the divide is getting wider and wider. That's where the problem is coming from. That's what I see.
And the girlies, right? All I'm asking is why every single trend is your boyfriend, your boyfriend, your boyfriend, and there's never a look at how pretty my girlfriend is, look at all the stuff that I bought my girlfriend, look at what I do for my girlfriend, right? It's I cook for him, blue collar wife, look at all the stuff that I do for him, I gave him a makeover, black girlfriend effect, right? Like they're all like rotting my brain because every single week there is a new trend. My take is that I think it depends on what you prize, right? I think for a lot of people in this article, and no offense, for a lot of people in this article, they both want the benefit of having a boyfriend, right? Like, I'm gonna post a picture of like the back of his head or like us touching hands, right? So like your followers still understand that you are partnered without the embarrassment of being like, look at this man. And for me, that feels very millennial, like we did a thing, look at this guy culture. In case you don't know, when Instagram was first launched, whenever people would post their boyfriends, they also understood that it was embarrassing. So they'd be like, this guy, and it was like a whole thing. So I just feel like this is still a reclamation of like this guy culture because it's like, yeah, but you're still posting him. You still want us to know that you have a boyfriend. My mutual Sanj also did this really good essay over on Substack about heteropessimism, and that's the idea that like a lot of women are sort of struggling with, right? Where men are like openly evil now, right? So many men are incels, so many men are like celebrating the repeal of Roe v. Wade. Like we are in a very scary time. So I'm not going to sit here in my position of privilege as a gay guy and be like, yeah, men. But at the same time, if you go about your romantic life with the assumption that like wanting to date a man is embarrassing and humiliating and like horrible, then it is also sort of creating this weird juxtaposition where it's like, yeah, but you still want to do it, right? So it just like eliminates, go read the essay, it's really good, but it like eliminates the desire, right? The like romance, the spark, the needing to be in a relationship, the wanting to be in a relationship, right? The softness, the grace. Because I'm, at the end of the day, not a hater on relationships. I'm a hater on the posting, right? Like every week there is a new way to post your man. And I think ultimately this is an expression of like our resistance to cringe culture, right? This idea that like you obviously want a relationship, you are in a relationship, you are loved, so tell us that, right? Like it is hard for people to be vulnerable, it is hard for people to be soft, and I think you just need to lean into that, right? Like don't write essays and be like, I love my king, like that's weird too, but like you can just post the picture and be like, love him, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be every week, and it doesn't have to be no posts at all. But I think the current culture that we live in, where on TikTok it's my man, my
But let's be honest, relationship will always be a huge part of human. We can never take it away. Forget all the other thing you want the person to talk about. Relationship will always trump it. We are not created for isolation. So, which is why when somebody is in a relationship, especially a relationship that he or she is being treated right, she he or she wants to, especially the women, they want to shout it to the whole world, to the top of the world, to know that I'm being treated right. This is possible. So why is nobody talking about why a lot of people are coming on the internet to share about their heartbreak, the sad story? Why is that when somebody shares this a happy story, that's when people have issue with it? And why should people like? I'll ask it again. Why should people have issue with a somebody that are following sharing their love life? It's okay for that person to share the ugly life that they've lived or the ugly relationship. People are okay with people sharing that, but the very minute you start sharing about your happy life, that they don't like it. Why? Let's hear from somebody else. Talk about it too.
Is having a boyfriend embarrassing? Probably yes. We lie, we're pretty stupid, we don't think things through sometimes. However, we are still adults. Regardless of the matter, you are held accountable for your own decision making. Obviously, I've never had a boyfriend, but I am one, so I can weigh on it from this side of the fence. Major factor is that identity gets lost, right? I don't think that needs to be the case. Why are you lessening yourself to appease the relationship? You knew what you were getting into with this person when you started dating. There's no reason to change who you are as a person.
See, listen to what this guy is saying. So, is it lessening yourself if you are showcasing your partner? Is that the case? Okay, we saw a video of people celebrating Erica because she got proposed by her man with drones. He wrote it in the sky for the whole world to see. Everybody celebrated that. So, will you say that is the guy was lessening himself for doing that? Or Erica, on the hand, that was very intentional, she went all out for the guy. Would you say, because when you go to a post, a lot of people are now encouraging women to go to Erica's post and learn to be a good woman or how to position yourself so that a man will treat you right. So would you then not say, going by this narrative, that Erica was lessening herself for doing all that for a man? Does it make sense? Well, let's listen to what he's got to say.
If there are things you can better within yourself, Oh, for sure, do it. I'd be lying if I said I'm not a serial people pleaser. I am first-handedly responsible for changing my identity in the attempt to make another person happy. However, if I'm learning to unfuck myself, you can have individual lives be separate people while also benefiting one another and having a safe place to come back to. The only exception to this rule, I think, is if your personality or your identity was like going to the bar and picking up men. Perhaps in a relationship, that is something you should definitely change. Number two is you don't want to appear to be obsessed, so don't be. I mean, listen, my reality is if I'm doing something with my girlfriend and I take a picture and I want to post it on Instagram, that's exactly what the fuck I'm going to do. This is my experience. This is where I had fun. This is what I enjoyed. If I would like to post about her, I'm going to fucking do that. You don't like my shit anyway. So why do I care? She makes me happy. This moment made me happy. So I want to share it. I don't give a fuck if it offends you. Stay single. It's none of your business. It's the same reason why people hate on like interrelation relationships or they hate on gay people. Like, who the fuck cares? It doesn't affect you in any way. Mind your business. You don't like it, unfollow. Number three is the jealousy, the evil eye thing. I think that is something that comes from within you and you need to fix as a person. If you are so afraid that somebody's going to come and ruin your relationship, do some work on yourself. Talk to your partner, make sure you guys are speaking each other's love language so you both feel secure and happy within the relationship. Probably won't have that problem. Do you need to overextend and boast about it? Absolutely not. I mean, I personally wouldn't do that, but again, it's your socials, it's your life, you do as you please. The last point that I want to get to is this embarrassment of when it fails or if it fails. That is not embarrassing to you unless you did some embarrassing shit. If he cheated on you, he's a dog. How is that a reflection on your character? You didn't do anything to make somebody do something else. He's a grown man. This is a decision that he made. If you decide to take him back, that's on you. That's your problem now. He showed you what kind of person he is and you accepted it. But anyway, a lot of times people aren't going to like your relationship.
See, this life is, I think it's something that we all know, but I really don't know why we don't always remember it. Whether you are doing good, there are a lot of people that will see hate on you. Whether you do good or you do bad. I don't know if you guys get my point. So don't define your life or your relationship based off what the internet is saying. The internet is not a real place. The very minute you understand that and digest it, you will see the better for you. The internet is not a real place. I've come to also realize that there are a lot of people faking relationships just for the internet because, ever since we entered that era where people started liking relationship content, people are faking relationships just to do content on the internet for people, just so people will like that content. That's how far we've fallen. Let's see if we can hear from one woman. I genuinely like the fact that it's the men that are sharing their opinion.
Vogue magazine said having a boyfriend is embarrassing. This is what I've been telling y'all.
Vogue did not say having a boyfriend is embarrassing. It's a question that was posed to women. See, we need to see. I'm beginning to realize that comprehension is a big problem that we're having in this generation. Wow.
This is what I've been teaching y'all. This is what I've been preaching. If she's paying all her own bills, if she's having to do everything, if she's fully independent, why does she need you? And if you're going to do the bare minimum, you're just like, oh, well, I want a girl and she better do this. And because I want it. It doesn't work like that. You need to be the...
And the content of the article was even about what some of these men are saying. I don't even know where they're getting this thing from. Like, it's annoying me. That's not even the content. The context of the article is because of the online followers. It's even your fellow women. Some women don't like it when a single man they've been following that they think that they're in the same camp suddenly start posting a man and going about my man. They don't like it. So in their head, it means that you are no longer in their camp. You are no longer joining them to hate on men. Men are no longer trash in your own eyes. That's what the article is about, not what these ones are talking about. Well, let's hear him.
Best you can be. If you're going to be in a relationship, you need to provide protection, security. You actually need to provide for her, and you need to be ambitious. You need to be a king. You can't just be a regular old freaking pawn. This truly is a wake-up call. And the problem is there's all these influencers, this has been going on for a while now, trying to tell you the exact opposite. Oh yeah, women just bow to me and do this and this and that. And I'm not even going to say the names of those guys that promote that crap. We are in the age of Aquarius. Everything going on now, the energy of this is geared towards the goddesses of this realm. You either treat them the way they want to be treated, you provide for them, you actually bring value into a relationship and you build one, or you just ain't going to have it. And honestly, it is not.
Well, I like what he's saying. He's making a lot of sense, but the thing is, he did not understand the context of that article. He didn't understand that. And I think a lot of women will relate with that article because they are the ones facing it. A lot of women are tuned off when the person they're following, that have been posting about that, outfit of the day, get ready with me, sharing the opinion, oh, how I met a wrong guy, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, and the woman are talking about like men are trash. All of a sudden, you start seeing that same woman posting about a man. They don't like it. That's the angle that article is coming from. They're not even talking about what the man is bringing on the table. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. Have you ever had a content creator you've been following? They're sharing about their life, their career and all that, and you liked that about them, only for them to start posting about their man, and majority of the post not being centered on their relationship. Did that take you off the wrong way, or you embrace it because he's still the person? That's an aspect of their life that you don't have an issue with. It's still the did you like it? Did it take you off? Did it make you unsubscribe or unfollow the person, or you didn't mind? Share with us in the comment section. And that's what the article is about, for those of you that didn't understand it. So yeah, even though I didn't even read it, from just what do I watch the video of the lady, you can go and watch the part one. The lady herself, Chantel Joseph, she did a video. So from that video, I understood what the article is about. I may or may not read the article. I may read it because I want to hear opinions from women. But of course, I spent my time reading the comments. So from the comments alone, I got what the women are saying. So yeah, there's that too. See you.